getting ready for brew day. We've got all the utensils and things here ready to get cleaned. Got all that, fermenter, have to clean all that as well. And the ingredients bench, all the ingredients ready to go, ready to measure it all out on this guy here. So yeah, getting ready to go. Also got myself a yeast starter here, some USO 5, probably about a 100ml starter, nothing too big and fancy, should give it a nice kickstart. Oh, I better get going on the cleaning and then we'll get into it. Cool, so we've finished cleaning the stuff, it's all done, actually getting into it now. So I've just got the gauze cloth in there, that's for boiling the hops and just heating it up to further sterilise it. I find that it works well that way. Getting ready for the can to heat up, just make the liquid malt extract, you know, more malleable and easier to get out. And just heating up a real tiny bit of water in there for the chocolate malt. So that's all happening. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, and then we'll go on to the next steps. I know, just looking for probably 70 to 80 degrees. Just see if that guy heats up alright. Yep, spot on the red mark. So hello? What you doing? Hello? Hello? So we'll get some chocolate grain. Just gotta measure it all out really. Make sure we get the desired amount. I'm only after about 330 odd grams here. Nothing too crazy. Might be a bit much for the scales here. What does that come up to? Yeah, I'll have to add a couple lots by the look of it, so I'll carry on with that, and I'll get that in there and let it soak for a bit. Well, I've got the grain in there. It smells really good. Almost has like a sort of a burny sort of coffee sort of aroma coming off it. I wouldn't quite say chocolatey, but close, I guess. All that sort of dark sort of flavours coming in there. So just give that a bit of a stir and make sure it doesn't clump up too much, and just let it have a bit of a rest for a little while. Nice. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, we'll give that a little bit of time and then we'll mix some stuff in. Alright, so I think the chocolate malt's had long enough to soak in there. I think it's been about, like 20 minutes or so. Should be long enough. I think. I mean, I'm only really trying to extract just a bit of flavour and colour. So not like we're trying to convert sugars or anything here. It is a specialty grain, not so much a two-row. So. Yep, alright, so what I'm going to do, I have to kind of filter out all the gristy sort of stuff out of that, so just use a plain old sieve. I think the holes in that might be fine enough. If not, then, you know, that can all settle to the bottom of the barrel, no big deal. And yeah, just let it drip into there, and I'll give that a quick rinse and then we'll pop it all back in. And onto the next stuff. So yep, that's the plan for the next step. I've filtered out the chocolate malt, so it's just water at the moment, and got that coming up to the boil. While that's making its way up, I'll get a dry malt extract, the light DME, in there. So there's a whole kilogram. So I'm going to just be pouring it a little bit at a time, and before the liquid malt, I heard a while ago if you're using both of these, this one should go on first, because apparently it's a bit tricky to mix, and I found that last time I did a brew with DME. it was actually a little bit tricky to mix through, so that's how we're doing it. And yeah, better get on with that, and then I'll get that going. Alright, so we've got the dry malt extract in there. It seems to be forming all these lumpy things, so I guess that's kind of why we put it in before that guy. I guess maybe the water's too syrupy and it's just taking a little while to break down. Not the end of the world though. Just keep mixing it and until it dissolves. That's what you do. I mean, it's still not brought up to the boil yet, so yeah, I've still got time. My wife noted before that from the lounge she can actually smell coffee, and thinking about it, yeah, I think I've snuck the whole house out of a coffee aroma, and that just appears to be from this chocolate malt. So interesting malt. Actually has a huge coffee aroma to it. I had a taste of some before, and it actually just, it sort of had kind of just a charcoaly sort of flavour with a bit of bitterness actually. So that was quite interesting. So yeah, see how this goes. Hopefully it's not overpowering in my IPA, because the idea was just to get like a dark colour with some dark flavour, and just sort of overpower it with hops. So I don't know, see how it goes. I'll better get back to this. So we've pretty much got rid of all the hard lumps out of here. Gosh, noticing there's a lot of wow, a lot of froth and head on it already, so I can imagine this will probably be quite a nice heady sort of beer once it's done. But yeah, anyway, that guy's open and he's going in. Cool. Mix that in. Hopefully that doesn't burn. Gosh, still have to boil some hops in here for about 10 minutes or so. So yeah. So far I'm liking this partial grain brewing. It's good. It's got the quick and easiness of the extract brewing, and I don't actually need to have all the gear, you know, because with all grain you've got to have a larger boil. I don't really have any big pots or anything to suit, and certainly don't have a wort chiller, so yeah, I can't really afford those things at the moment. But I think this is the way to go, eh? The partial grain. Just get all the malt extracts you can, and then chuck some specialty grain in just for fun, and yeah, I guess that improves on the body. Oh, better get the rest of that out, and get on to the hops after that. Cool, so I've decided to use 40 grams of hops in the boil, and just chuck them straight in. I was going to use the gauze cloth, but I decided not to because the boil is actually getting really high up on the sides, and I gotta watch it. So this is why we watch the boil, because you get this happening. Not good. The only good thing that came out of this was I lost all that headiness on the top, and I guess I don't need to be watching it so closely, but yeah, now I've got a bit of a clean up ahead of me, so oh well. So anyway, I'll let this boil for 10 minutes while I sort of start cleaning this up. Fermenter. One thing I didn't mention was I actually used 500 grams of Dextrose in here, because I thought, well, just in case the alcohol content's not quite up there, I'll just add that in, and well, I guess good thing I did, because I lost a bit of sugar here, so yeah, see how that goes. But anyway, yep, getting it into the fermenter. Since I'm not using the gauze cloth for the hops, and I just used a pretty sort of cheap and easy way of filtering the grains, what I might do is use the sieve again, and yeah, just pour that straight in here so as to catch any sort of flakes of hop and bits of grain that are left over. You can actually see, yeah, just on the top there's still a bit of grain sitting there, so that'll catch the rest of it, and then after that the rest of it will fall to the bottom with the rest of the trub, hopefully. So yeah, let's do that. Well, my improvised filtering seems to have worked. Yep, caught some hops and crap there, so looking good. Rightio, I shall top that up with some cold water now, and then we'll take a gravity reading and see what we've got. Hopefully we don't have to add any more sugar. Okay, well, we've got it up to the 20 litre mark there, and I must say I am actually pretty happy with how this has gone. I'll show you why. So 330 grams of chocolate malt grain is more than enough to get a black beer. So experimenting and research goes a long way, obviously, because I looked it up first, and after looking it up I found, you know, some mixed feelings and readings and different people saying different things, but I guess in the end it's all about what you're making and what you're going for, rather than what is this amount meant to make with this and this. So, you know, you just don't know, it's all experimentation. So just grabbing a rough average of what was out there, sort of just came up with my own sort of, I'll use a third of my bag, which was 330 grams, and yeah, seems to have done it, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. So yeah, that's all in there, just waiting for the sticker on the side now to give us a good reading of the temperature, which seems to be okay at the moment. So at the moment it's sort of reading about 25 or 26 degrees, so yeah, more than happy with that. I think what I'll do now is I'll give it a real good stir through and take a specific gravity reading with this guy here. Got the hydrometer in there, it's all nice and sanitised like everything, so yeah, let's do that. Cool, so done the reading after a furious mix of the wort, and got 1055, which apparently is a potential alcohol of about 7%, so I might just leave it at that. That's more than enough for me. So yeah, I think that's it's going to turn out like a real flash beer. So I'll get that back in there because that's been sanitised. That should be fine, and I'll give another little bit of a mix, and then put the yeast in and mix it again, and then off we go. Right, let's get a nice whirlpool going on in here. Whee! Cool. And in goes the yeast. It's got its own little bit of trub sitting there. Nice one. Give it a final mix. And that should do it. Well, that's the end of brew day. That guy is ready to ferment. I'm going to ferment that for 7 days, and then I'm going to take off the lid and get the gauze cloth and chuck in the rest of my hops, which is 60 grams left, and I'll dry hop it for 2 weeks. Just want to get the most out of those hops, and just really after a really nice malty flavour, something a bit sweet, and hopefully a bit of bitterness in there as well from the chocolate and boiling the Nelson Sauvin, and also after a kind of a fruity, sweet, florally sort of tropical fruit flavour and aroma, and that's what Nelson Sauvin does, it delivers. So yeah, I've used it in the past for dry hopping, and it works so well. So in theory, should be a really nice beer. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cheers.